high up education instructor here at the Seas. And we are about to do a demonstration right here in our diver lockout chamber. So if you're wondering where my voice is coming from, it is coming from the main lockout here in this space on the first floor. And so we are going to have a dive buddy here help me. What is your name, dive buddy? Holland. Dive buddy Holland is going to actually help us demonstrate some of our scuba gear as well as the Alright, so we have our diver lineup in the chamber currently, and so we're going to demonstrate some things about scuba gear as well as how to communicate your dive when you have a dive buddy that's how to communicate with. And so we're going to come over here, now that she has given us the OK signal. We're going to come over here and we're going to press start, and that's going to fill up our dive chamber. Alright, so now that has turned green, we know that the dive chamber is starting to fill up. And so, how much water do you think, you can go ahead and come over here, how much water do you think this lockout chamber holds? Alright, she thinks 100 what, gallons? What do you all think? How many gallons does this lockout chamber hold of water? 150? And 5,000? Alright, thinking big, you told us so far, we got about 4,000, 4 to 5,000 gallons of water here in the lockout chamber. Have you ever seen anything like this before though? Alright, she's about ready. So you might not commonly see, a chamber like this, but normally you might find this in places where you may interact between water and air, like a submarine. If a diver has to go out into the ocean from a submarine, they will use the lockout chamber. Looks like our diver is about ready to go up. So one thing we want to do is make sure our diver is okay and ready for any further actions. So we're going to ask her, is she okay? Yeah, you can signal. Are you okay? And then we're going to ask her to go up. And what do you think the signal to go up could be? You're really close to that. You're going to close your face like that. No, you can do that with me. And we're going to signal her to go up into our lockout chamber. There we go. Nice. Alright, and so in order for her to show off all the equipment, we want her to show the most important part of her scuba gear, which is her air tank and not her air cylinder. So yes, the way we're going to signal so that she can show that is with 2 fingers up. She can already rotate for us, but go ahead and do this so she can rotate. There you go. You can see that air cylinder that has enough compressed air to fill up a compact car. That gives her about an hour to an hour and a half of air while she's underwater. And some other pieces of equipment is her regulator. So you go like this. That is your regulator. She might pull it out. So go like this and pull it up. And so she'll pull it out to kind of show that, like her, that is the piece, the mouthpiece that she uses for regulating, because there's a lot of pressure in that tank, there's a lot of air pressure, and so the regulator actually controls how much oxygen she gets and she doesn't. So, what else? What other piece of equipment you might notice that she's doing? Oh yeah, she has flippers that help her mobility. And also on her face she has her goggles are massive. Go ahead and you guys can all do this with me.